Choose from 4 preset offers that range in level of risk.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Jets.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
He'll get this complete to the first-round pick. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. another run with Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Shedding the tackle. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Young working out of the gun. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. To the 36-yard line. Stop there. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. To throw, Young. Throw right side, taken by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the 2 of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, He's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
On second down, here's Fields. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Fields on first down. This completes a Corley. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Now a first down throw for Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Another run here with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now here's Young. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Running right. Here's Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 33. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Or just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Young. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He'll take it inside the 25. From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Throwing, Young. He gets this one to Johnson. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Sanders will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A'Shawn Robinson. Too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Fields. That one taken in by Corley. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to throw. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Paul on a give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Paul again on second down. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This pass out wide to Hall. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we get a look at him.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Second down and 4.
Young to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Young.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Young to throw it. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
On the counter now, it's Sanders.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here is Young.
There's a short one caught by Johnson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here we go, set. 52 blue. I got you. Hey, check, Mike 57. Mike 57.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
3rd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Young.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Young on 3rd down.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Hall to start the drive.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
That's complete right side to Lazard.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. Now Fields. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Hall.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st.
3rd and 8. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sean Robinson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 15. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Young now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Looking to throw, Young. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Operating from the gun. Young.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here's Young from the shotgun. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
Outright, he's got Rucker.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here's Fields now on second down.
A quick throw, but incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
On the draw, it's Hall. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
On first down, it's Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Zerline's kick is up and through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In that first half, we saw the veteran Miles Sanders doing his thing. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right. right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Fields now to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 33. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Here's a 2nd and 5. In motion left, that's Thielen. Young going to give it up on the touch pass. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Young. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
Here we go. 319,
They'll give to Hall. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's Hall again. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run with Allen and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The give now to Abanikanda.
Oh, nice move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Fields.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. A'Shawn Robinson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Now it's Fields.
That's complete to Lazard. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
From the gun, here's Fields.
His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hall again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jets are back within a score.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And able to get this out to the 25.
create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Young working out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A first down throw for Young. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Now 3rd down and 7.
To throw, Young. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down. Doesn't find anyone open. Tucks it away. Takes off and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Young. The Sanders has got it complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Young on 1st down. That's taken in. It's Xavier Ligon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Down at the 25. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 19-yard line.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Young.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
New York's offense back out there and set to go.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll run it with the Bandakanda.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Back to throw. Young.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Young. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Young on 3rd and 2.
That is caught. It's the tight end Sanders. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, Young. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Sanders. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3rd and short yardage, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Adam Thielen. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. Young's going to throw for this.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
Point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And this will be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5.
On the draw, here's Allen. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And from the gun, here's Abanikanda.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the Front. They got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing, Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Young will set to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Jets. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. On 1st down, Fields. Connection made to Ruckert. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Here's Allen. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Fields. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields underneath to Allen. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is Allen. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
In motion left is Wilson.
Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Back to throw. Fields. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work, and the Panthers will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now here's Young.
On a slant, he's got Sanders.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff running through the middle. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Carolina, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.